Jasmine Tag. Question 1. You turning your back to the camera, Scout? What, you don't want to be on film today? Something you did as a kid you wish you still did, I believe is how it's worded. I'm going to go with riding a bike. I have not ridden a bike in a very long time. I would like to ride a bike again, but I would have to have a sidecar. I don't think he would sit in a basket. So yeah, I think riding a bike would be my answer to question 1. Jasmine always tells me on your bike, so I better get one. Jasmine demands that we tell her where we find peace, or something to that effect. I'm going to go with a very kind of boring answer, I guess. I'm going to say at the end of the day, when everything is completed, no more chores, I'm in bed, going to sleep, relaxing, winding down, hoping that I'm going to be falling asleep for once, because I don't sleep very well. With Scout beside me, sleeping, like I said, everything done, all the chores done. I guess that's where I tend to find peace then. Third question, something you admire people doing. I'm gonna go. I've been watching a lot of news programs and government type stuff. And I guess I admire people who are smart enough that they understand the machinations and inner workings and in and outs of the political system and legalese, and people that have that kind of smarts, that understand what's going on and can convey it, and the wheelers and dealers and all of that. I admire that, because I don't think I have the smarts to be able to do all that, have all that legal knowledge and expertise in how politics is run, finances, and all of that. Jasmine asks us something that we're proud that we accomplished. One thing that I'm going to say, I guess, is I'm proud for the times when I have successfully been my own advocate. Say if there's a medical issue, I tend to take after my mom's side of the family, where we try to ignore any abnormalities in our health, because we hate doctors, we hate going to the doctors, we hate any sort of medical exam, procedure, etc. So it is my natural inclination to write it off and put off going to a doctor for as long as possible, hoping that whatever the issue is will just resolve itself on its own. So I am usually proud of myself when I avoid that kind of behavior and, like I say, become my own advocate and take care of business that way. Life lesson that you have learned. One thing that I can think of is not to let the fear or concern of what other people might think hold me back. Not to dwell so much on the worry or fear of what other people might think. Be intimidated by that. And like I said, let it hold you back. You shouldn't do that. I think that's a life lesson that I learned, sadly, very too late. Okay, those are my answers to Jasmine's Questions. I hope everybody is going to be having a good Easter week. If you celebrate, or Passover, or whatever it is. Today was Palm Sunday. Man, I think back to my childhood. Easter was a big thing. Mass, choir, dyeing Easter eggs, big family Easter Sunday meal, fish on Fridays through Lent, Ash Wednesday. It was a big thing. I resolved this Easter that I wanted to be watching Mass on TV. I don't go in person. And I was eating fish on Fridays this Lent. I don't know. I just want to, I want to stay connected to my tradition, my family traditions of the past, because it helps me feel still connected to my folks and the traditions and values they try to instill in their family. Anyway, okie dokie, I get sad. For some reason, Easter for me is worse, sad-wise, than Christmas. I don't know why that is. I don't know. I'm just sad in that I miss my parents, and I miss the celebration, the things, and the people, and the music in church, and just I don't know, just okay. I hope everybody has a good Easter week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.